I thought you made that up.
Yeah, about that. I was married. What feels like a very long time ago now. Though, it was probably not that long ago. In my timeline, where I would be from, I was married to a guy. Handsome fellow. His name, well, as I knew him, was Onyx. Met him a while back as I worked for Daraku. It was during a time where Daraku took over the entire nation of the Forefathers. His army had grown majorly and became a corporation, all kinds of crazy shit. Well, his success, he had a major vast military setup. I had previously taken over the coalition of rebellion after his defeat, but he returned and showed up. What had happened in that time of his absence was simple. I took over the entire coalition of rebellion. Sure, it didn't start off that simple. Daraku was thought dead. I was outed in front of the whole coalition and had to make a choice on if I was going to be a leader of the coalition or desert it. And at first I tried deserting it. They chased me down. I showed my prowess, took them on a wild goose chase and won the fight. But in the end, I chose to return and take over to spite Daraku in all my rage. I took the reins of the Corps and lead them to newer heights. We went from being in the island to taking over the entire Forefathers nation within a matter of months, and strengthened our hold on the entire nation within the following very few years to come. After this time, Kat had vanished. Couldn't stand the sight of me, which was understandable, but I was full of rage. Didn't care. Well, sooner or later, Darak makes his triumphant return, and then demands his place back into my seat. I had changed the rules to make it so that no one could take over regardless. It was within my power to do so, so I did. Daraku comes back, tries to take over, is refused, and then plays his trump card. He had somehow come across my mother, and she had encountered a portion of the raw blue eco we have on planet Siren, and it sent her into a coma. And well, you can see the leverage. So, he said, I had to work for him to become more powerful as a political leader. And mind you, I had no idea about anything with some immortal gene at this point. Nothing like that. All I knew was that I was an unstoppable force of nature. But this is where it got complex. Daraku decides to use me as a weapon and introduced me to his main shipping bodyguard and captain, codenamed Onyx. Onyx was a fine man with black hair and glowing green eyes. When we had originally met, it was a stiff connection to say the least. He was there to ensure I did my job. Evidently, he had prowess, but was mostly there to report back to Daraku if I was to go astray. Well, we did the missions as asked by Daraku, and eventually, when the opening showed itself, we destroyed his coalition. We ruined Daraku and gave one huge attack. Just the two of us. We had found out that while Daraku was claiming the whole story of my mother, he actually didn't have jack shit. It was all a major lie. His leverage was gone. We stormed the fucking coalition headquarters and took him down, ruined his entire thing, and brought the whole place to its knees. Daraku vanishes, the coalition dies off, and needless to say, this made me kinda fall for Onyx. He didn't have to help me, but he chose to. Shortly after all that shit went down, we dated. Got together, eventually married though, no big wedding or anything, and made a small family. Well, that lasted as long as it could have. Wasn't long after that someone from my past would eventually show up. So in short, I lost my family. Everything that me and Onyx had built was lost. We lived out in the middle of fucking nowhere on purpose, near a cliffside, next to the ocean. Beautiful view, but not far enough away it seems. Someone was given a job to find me and lure me into the main big city. They did this by destroying the family me and Onyx had made. Took everything from me. And within this heartbreak, Onyx and I had a major falling out. His grief drove him to leave after I had allowed my rage to engulf me. I walked off to find out who did this and what happened. Onyx left. His only real hint for reasoning was my rage and the whole situation. Our family had broken and vanished. Entirely. I left to go find out who did this, and it would only be a matter of time before I find out who, and it was through the most unusual means. Years had passed on since the fall of the Coalition. Daraku or anyone with that place had not been seen since. And yet one day, after that tragedy struck, I ran into the one motherfucker I never thought I'd see again. It was Daraku. Yet, he wasn't himself. He was in plain clothing, looked old as hell, had a cane and everything. He spoke the way he always does, but evidently he's had this voice box in his throat, changing his voice for intimidation purposes. It was surgically put there. But he was old, feeble, almost even. Daraku gave me a one-sided deal. It gave me all the benefit. He said he had all the info I needed to find the one responsible for my family's loss. And when he was asked why, give this to me, his reasoning was simple. He said,
"It's because of what he did and what happened. We have our squabble, sure, but I believe personally that squabble is in the past, Shell. I don't have any quarrel with you anymore, not at this time. You can take that or leave it if you wish, but I offer this information free of charge. All I ask in return is that you tell me what happened, how it all went down. That's all. I won't lie. It's not like I don't have some form of anger in this personally. The one who did it, that's responsible for it all. I warned him not to do this, that you were still dangerous, someone to never be trifled with. He wouldn't listen. He was obsessed with the idea of meeting you one day. But to do something of this nature, this level, you may see me as a bastard, and it's within your right to see me like that. But what this man did, it has no honor with it. I may be what was a former assassin of great stature and reputation on planet Siren, but even I have my rules and my honor. Yes, I traded in dignity for power, but what this man did was atrocious. I don't believe he has a single shred of honor or dignity left in that insane mind of his. To go this route, this distance, and to do something as horrendous as this. He asked me personally everything I knew about you because I had you under my wing for many years, decades worth. I would be the only one who knew everything about you. He found me simply by digging in the wrong places and going where he shouldn't. Offered me a deal, and upon small interest and mystery, I took it. But after finding out his plan, which he explained with such excitement, I couldn't bear the idea of what he was going to do. Unfortunately, by the time I had figured out his plan, he already had all he needed to find you. I warned him, Shell, or rather, Abigail. I warned him to not do this. I told him to heed my warning, but by the time we even got to this point, he had already started the process. It was all too late. This made me furious. I have no personal connection to you, but it's his actions, and having no single ounce of honor. I would rather give you all I have and watch you do what you do best, than to allow this monster to just win and get his way. So no, I expect no payment in return, and know this has no benefit to me but watching some insane bastard fall in defeat. I will gladly share with you all that I have, and I personally plead with you to believe these words and will give you whatever collateral you need to reassure yourself that I am telling you the truth here. Abigail.
Since when do you call me by my name? What's happened to you? Cold-blooded bastard before. Now some feeble old man. What the hell? Not to complain, but what happened?
A story for another time. Too long to tell, and we have matters to discuss. So if you don't mind, we postpone that story for some other day. I believe it's time I share with you everything. I take it you're accepting this offer?
You just poured everything out in front of me and laid every card on the table. You have nothing to hide from the looks of it. So yeah, give me all you got. What's this info? Give me all of it.
With pleasure. All I ask in return is, tell me how it all went down. I would like some personal closure from this if you don't mind.
Consider it done. You fucking piece of shit.
Oh my God, it's really you. Holy shit. I can't believe my eyes. It's really you. Shell the infamous. You're actually here. Do you know how long I've waited for this? How many years it's been? The fact you showed up, my plan worked. Tell me, did you enjoy it? Wasn't it splendid? Please tell me how I did, haha. Oh, I have to know.
Your fucking plan? You ripped everything away from me to make me come out of hiding, and you want me to rate your fucking plan?
Oh ho ho ho, such a tease. I love it. Remember how back in the day, I had to do overnight investigations to find traces and leads of you in the slums? Bah, I couldn't stand those nights, but after a while, after you freed me from the women I was with on the side, and everything, all of that, I couldn't stop thinking about you, Shell the Infamous. And now you're here, and might I add, you're beautiful, deadly, and beautiful. It's wonderful. A dream come true. At last. Worked for my whole life after retirement and the force to become this business that's head of a major corporation. Just to be able to pull this off. Isn't that something? Your biggest fan. Yes, Shell all for you.
You spent all your life doing this, just to get my fucking attention. This, all of this, was to get my fucking attention. That's what you're telling me.
And she sounds impressed. Oh, I knew I had this right. Tell me, Shell, what do you think about everything?
What do I think? What do I think? You're fucking insane. But you're here, in the perfect area. You know, before I even got in your main building here, I took the liberty of going to every branch of yours for a form of sightseeing, if you will. You want to know what I think about your plan? You're in the perfect place for a great view of it. How about you take a look around, more specifically, behind you, and take a look at that view before you. All your branches, every part of this corporation out there, every building, every district, every single one of them. The sun is setting just right. It's a great view. Why don't you take it all in? You want my rating of your plan? Do that, and you'll get it.
Oh my, I can't wait. What is it? What is that? On my window. What is all this?
Call it a parting gift. And your fucking rating you wanted so badly. Want my thoughts? As they say, actions speak louder than words. Sorry, John.
No, I know that I'm not all that you got. I guess that I just thought maybe we should find new ways to fall apart. But our friends are back, so let's raise a tide.
My God, I'm so sorry, Abigail. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it. Just do me a solid, would you? Keep this whole origin story of mine between us, all right? Don't let my doppelganger know about this. For her sake, okay? Last thing I want to do is bring her more pain than she's probably already gone through.
So if by the time the bar closes and you feel like falling down, I'll carry you home tonight.
So you're done then? Well, it's over now, Abigail. You can be at peace with yourself now, and try to heal.
Yeah, still not used to you calling me by my name. So, what now then? We go our separate ways? What are you planning from here on? You look retired, honestly.
Well, I am, for the most part. It's a long story, but yes, I am. As for you and I believe that, if fate has it, we'll cross paths again. Where you choose to go from here is up to you. I, for one, have a path to go on personally. My purpose was lost somewhere along the way. All of that scheming and fighting. My old life is gone, and I yearn for a new one. And I need to find my way again. That is my plan from here on out.
What happened exactly, Daraku? To make you suddenly drop your old ways, your plans. What happened exactly?
It's a tale, to say the least. But if you wish to hear it, I won't deny your request. I'll fill you in on what happened. But, as for the name Daraku, can we just drop that name? It doesn't really fit me anymore.
Well, okay, but what do I call you then? That's all I have ever known you by. So, new code name or something? What do I call you then?
Simple, just call me Clinton.